Dear friends and students, I welcome all of you to the weekly spoken English course organized by our center GACE.
அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். Hope you are all fine and safe. Welcome to the weekly spoken English course. Let us learn to speak English. This week, we are going to see how the simple future tense is formulated and how we can use it in negative sentences, how we can make yes or no questions using simple future tense, and where do we use simple future tense. This is what we are going to see. But at the beginning, the moment we talk about future tense, this will, W-I-L-L, the will word should come to our mind. Okay? And it is future. It is not present. Nothing happens now, but it is going to be talking about the future. Okay? Let us see. So the simple future tense is used to talk about things that have not happened, events that have not happened. So we use simple future to talk about an action or a condition that will begin in the future and end in the future. Now, what is a future? It could be tomorrow, or it could be next week, or it could be next month, or it could be next year, okay, or 5 years afterwards. But in the future, not now, okay? So let us see how the sentences are formulated. What's the structure? First, you see the subject and the word that will, W-I-L-L, will, okay, will. And after that, verb one, what we call a base, okay. What is base? Like talk, write, go, walk, eat, drink, all these are base, okay, and the object. Let us see some examples, then we will be able to understand better. I will meet my grandmother tomorrow. I will meet my grandmother tomorrow. Sudhir will give his exams in June. Sudhir will give his exams in June. We shall go to cinema to watch a film in the coming weekend. We shall go to cinema to watch a film in the coming weekend. See, this also we should know, this first person singular I and plural we, sometimes people use shall also instead of will. But it is not hard and fast rule. You can use anything. But shall is, most of the time, the shall is used with I and we, not other pronouns. Okay? Now you see how the negative sentences are formulated. I will not meet my grandmother tomorrow. I will not. Just not in between will and the base verb, verb 1. Sudhir will not give his exams in June. Sudhir will not give exams in June. We shall not go to cinema to watch a film in the coming weekend. We shall not. Okay? We shall not. Negative. Now let us see how we can formulate yes or no questions. Very easy again. The will word comes first, and then the subject, then the base, that is the verb 1, and the object. Okay, very easy. Will I meet my grandmother tomorrow? Question mark, of course. Will Sudhir give his exams in June? Shall we go to cinema to watch a film in the coming weekend? Okay, very easy. Now, how about WH questions? Again, the formation is the WH word comes, then the word will, then you see the subject and the verb 1. Okay, let us see. How will I meet my grandmother tomorrow? How? How will I meet my grandmother tomorrow? Where will Sudhir give his exams in June? Where? In Chennai or in wherever. Where will Sudhir give his exams in June? Where will Sudhir? Okay. When shall we? When shall we? When shall the subject be? When shall we go to cinema to watch a film? Okay. So it's very easy. Now, what is important is when do we use this? Okay. There are so many instances, so many situations where we can use this simple future tense. We will see few of them. Okay. Okay, let us see the first instance. To express a situation or intention in the future. Any situation or any intention in the future. See the example, I will go to school tomorrow. What is this? Intention. I will go to school tomorrow. John will repair the car himself. John will repair the car himself. Let us see the second. To make a prediction. Okay, to make a prediction we use this future tense, simple future tense. We will have very serious climate problem after 10 years. It's a prediction. We will have a very serious climate problems after 10 years. Why? Pollution is increasing. There is a global warming. Okay, a lot of things are happening. A serious climate problem. Let us see the other one. This film will run for 100 days because it is well done. This film will run for 100 days. Sometimes we see, one film going for 100 days in the theater. Prediction again. Okay, it's a prediction. Third situation you see, to express willingness or unwillingness to do something. To express willingness or unwillingness to do something. So let us see the example. I will help my mother in cooking. It's willingness. I will help my mother in cooking. I will never eat at that restaurant again. Possibly you do not like the food. Therefore, we will never eat at that restaurant again. See? That is unwillingness to do something. Okay? Let us see the fourth instance. To make promises or threat, both. You can make promise also and also you can make a threat. What is that? What is the promise? Let us see the example. I will surely come for your birthday. Promise. I will surely come for your birthday. I will never call you again. See, is a threat. Okay? But you use simple present tense. I will never call you again. Very often we say this. Okay? I will come. Surely I will come for the wedding. Surely I will come for the birthday. We say that, normal conversational language. We use this. So, just we are trying to learn how we use this tense in our spoken English. What is the fifth instance? When making a spontaneous decision. This is very, very interesting to understand. You have not made this decision. It is not planned. Okay? Seeing the situation, all of a sudden, spontaneously, you are making a particular decision. Let's see. Say, for example, you have not planned to take an umbrella. And when you want to go out, all of a sudden you see it is raining out. Okay? Raining very much. And you cannot go. So you decide, I will take an umbrella. That is a decision. That's a decision spontaneously taken. So that is the context we are talking about. Let's see. I guess the doctor is busy. I will wait for some times. What is the decision? A decision of waiting for some times. I will wait. See, this is a situation. Let us see. Oh, I have left the door open. I have left the door open. I'll go and shut it. I'll go. See, I will go to shut it. It is a decision spontaneously taken on the spot. So we use this future tense. Okay. All right. The last in our lesson, the last, to make a suggestions or offer or ask for help. See, three things here. To make suggestion or offer or ask for help. Okay. Either suggestions or any offer. Let us see. Shall we go to uncle's house tomorrow? Shall we go to uncle's house tomorrow? It's a suggestion. Okay. Somebody is asking, shall we go to uncle's house tomorrow? Shall I go with you to market? This is an offer. You have a big list, possibly it may be heavy. Shall I go with you, okay, to market so that I can carry something that is helping, okay, offering some kind of help. Will you help me find my train ticket, please? It's asking for help. Will you help me find my train ticket, please? Okay. So see, these are the instances where we use this future, simple future tense. It's very easy tense actually. Lot of time we use this, but we must use it correctly. Okay. I hope the lesson is very, very clear to you, but you have got so much of materials in the YouTube, plenty of materials. If you want to really master this usage of this simple future, you could watch many other clips, but this is enough for you actually to pick up your spoken English. Watch this video 3 or 4 times. You will certainly improve in your spoken English. Nandri, Vanakkam.